Hello, most dearest ones. This is Sitara. So I'm burning some sage. And I just want to tell you, you can like, subscribe, or share this video and any of the other ones that you see on my YouTube channel. And also, you can check me out on Facebook at Sitara's Love. And you can check me out on Instagram and you can DM for a session or reading on there as well. And you can check out some of my other services. Now, I have the link for the other services at the bottom. It's in the Etsy store, my Etsy store that I have. And I'm burning some sage as usual. So, wow, burning real nicely here. So just remember that. And then don't forget to click that little click that says subscribe. So let's get going. As I sage up our area. Yes, yes, yes. Burning great. Burning pretty good there. So I'm going to use my favorite cards. Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. These are like my favorites of my cards right now. Um, and then I'm taking my crystal off the cards as well. And they have these columns on them that I do know when I see columns, I think of a doorway, a pathway, pathways, passages, entrances, um, other sections, other parts, another way to view situations, yourself, your life, another way to view individuals that you meet. That's what pillars remind me of. And if you notice in this one, there's like a little fairy with wings. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little fairy with wings at the top of these cards she has on there, and there's a moon. Looks like the sun, like it could be the sun, but then there's like a dual side. So there's like duality, pulling from two different places, polarity. So getting the yin and the yang balanced out. I'm thinking that's why I like these cards. So let's get this started here. Let's get this going. So I want to tell you that, while you're looking and while you're seeking and while you're just being and being yourself and not knowing, sometimes if you're even on the right path, you're guided. I'm just telling you. And I can tell you because, that one came out. Because I know that I know that I know that I have been guided. And I mean, sometimes as a human, you get a little reluctant. That was the third card. But, and then there's just this times where you just know and it's time. So I picked the fourth card tonight. So we're going to put that one on the side. But we always pick the first three. So let's do this. Let's get going here. What do we got? The resting tree. Patience. Stillness. So if you notice on this card though, there's a human down here, a being down here, and they've got like a candle burning, and they're under a tree. But it's called the resting tree, and it's got the number 22. So when you think of rest, you think of a state of non-movement where it's a break. These are the things that we have been told, while being on earth. But if you think about a resting tree, what is a tree? It's rooted, it goes in the ground, and then you add resting to it. So rest your roots. Rest your roots. Take a break. Get your stillness. Get your patience. So this being is like looking like maybe they're taking a nap, but they're under that tree. They are being shielded. You stand under a tree, you get shade, you're shielded, you're cooled. Sometimes you are blocked from the view of something else. Sometimes trees give you fruit. Trees have vines. Trees have flowers. Trees have leaves. Trees have smells. Trees have color. Trees sag, they grow out, they reach out, they stretch out. And if you were to cut a tree near the stump and you were to view the stump and not even cut it, but just know that if you view the stump, there's rings in the trees. And each ring stands for a year in the life of when this tree took its roots. Some trees already have water in them. You need to look that up if you don't know. But trees are rooting beings. They're rooted, planted, solid. They blow with the changes of the wind. They house beings, birds, their nest. They house the babies. So when you think of a tree, you got to think outside of the box. When you view a tree, you got to view outside the box. So let's go to the next card. Let's see what we got here. Next card. Partnership combining. And this card was, I said, rest your roots. Break. Take a break with your roots. Combining, partnership, intertwining, being together, solid, solidifying, knowing. So you've got a root, a rested root, a combined root, a solid root. You've got things coming together, and a sacred union, sacred, that word, sacred. It has red in it. The word red is in it. What is red? We think of red, we think of blood, we think of fire, we think of a combination of colors. What is a sac? Something that can be like a bubble to protect, to keep something in its space, to give it the cushion that it needs to grow, to be combining inside of it, like a atom or like a cell. If you think of a human baby cell, they have a sac around them. And in that sac, there are things growing, there are things combining. Even within an atom has sacs around it. It's combining, it's forming, it's flourishing, it's leveling, it's increasing from that combination. So just remember, the sacred union is a big deal, and it's not always romance. Okay, card number 3. Oh, the Shadow Queen. Look at that one. And it says acquiring knowledge, insecurity, manipulation. Okay, that's a big one. So if you notice on here, there she is wearing black. You know, black can be charging, can be like a chemical reaction. What's dark? You just think of the word dark. Something that is covered, something that can absorb what is needed while it's being charged. Cords are black. Many electrical cords are black. They're covered and they're charging. It can hold a current, because that's what it reminds me of a holding of a current. But then we have, when you're acquiring knowledge, insecurity and manipulation. So this one is more like, be aware of your balance. Be aware of how you're taking it in and how you're acquiring. Be aware of just the looking process. Insecurity. And I'm going to say, when you're being aware, be mindful if you feel some type of insecurity about that which you are thinking of. If you're seeing that there is some type of way where you're feeling like you're being manipulated, shine the light. She has a light. She has a light in her hand. Balancing dark and light, dark and light, holding it with a firm grip, combining fortitude, strength, power, a chemical, an alchemy, a mix. Know how you can use your inside light to assist you with your dark. Be mindful. And while you are mindful, you are retrospecting. Retro. Old school, go back, review, rewind, then put some light on that situation to give you a transverse, a transmuted observation. Let's go to card number 4. Sisters of the season. Cycles of growth, natural law, and divine order. Everything that has preceded this card explains cycles, growth, the laws of which can be held in each section. So in the patience and the stillness and the break of the rooted tree, the break as in pause of the rooted tree of being under that, there is some type of cycle, because you're going through patience and you're going through stillness and you're just like you, before you respond, before you observe. And then you have the combining of the sacred union. So if you have a partnership, a combination, a mix, a mixture, an alchemic mixture going on within the process of where you are, and I'm not talking about where you are as in location, I'm talking about where you are as in the cycle of the growth of that. What do you need to mix into your combination or your mix that you already have. Do you need less water? Water is what? Water can be cleansing. Water can be a creator of more because water creates. When it smashes against seashells and stones in the water, against the sand, the water smashing against itself creates. Look it up. It creates these whirlwinds, these vortexes, these circles, cycles of spinning. Natural law is happening. So, a combination of the dark and the light, a vortex, and a light being shown through a vortex, giving you a divine order, giving you a balance, a much needed. If you think about lands, or even the land part, they usually have like land lines. And when they had the landlines, phones, if you have one still, you're rooted. You can't go nowhere with that phone unless you have the little powerless cord. And still then you cannot go that far. So you understand how far you need to be out of the area of what you're viewing, your situation, your overstanding. And when you observe and respond to your highest good, you're getting the natural law. You're getting this part here where you're getting the cycle of growth. You're getting some of the divine order. Because if you know a lot about a little bit, you're always going to be in the knowing of the now. You're always going to be in the knowing of the now if you know a lot about a little bit. This is your emergency broadcast system. Beep. Shining through. Are you ready? If you're not, you might as well just get ready. Because there's going to be a growth. There's going to be some natural law happening. And when you talk about natural, not even the law, but just natural. When you think of natural, you think that you're not adding nothing to it. That it's coming pure from where it has grown from. Now you know you got to add water if you're growing something. But other than that, you're just watering and you're waiting. You're watering, observing, watering, experiencing, watering, knowing, watering, alchemy, combining. And the laws of that shall teach you more than anything else you can ever understand. I'm just saying. And so with all this, we still have the divine order, divine upper perspective experience. It's flushing within the spirit. Ordering, order. A desire can be an order. How can you desire without an overstanding, without a viewing, without intuition. A divine order, if you keep it just the simplest, is your intuition. It's your spirit's highest good. It's the allowing of having the opportunity to feel or acknowledge. Acknowledge has the know, K-N-O-W. The K now. The now of the observation. Acknowledge the now. Awareness. Aware. The now and the knowing. All in one. And there's a ledge. Stand out from the ledge. Be in the knowing and stand from the ledge. Acknowledge. Stand from the ledge of where you are. And be mindful of intuition. So, as I always say, enjoy your sun, your moon, your stars. So, your sun, your moon, and your stars. Your sun is your solar. Your stars are your light. The moon is a star. It could be considered a star based on its activities. So, enjoy your sun, your moon, your stars. You got your resting tree. You've got your combination. Doesn't always have to be romantic. You've got the shadow queen, the knowing of these two, the dark and the light, the balance, and the sisters of the season, the natural law, the divine order, and the cycles of growth. And as I always tell you, I wish you a wondrous day, night, midday, and Atma. Namaste. Don't forget to subscribe, like, or share this video, and check out the link for the Etsy store on the bottom, or DM me or Facebook me on Instagram, Facebook. You can DM or message on either one of those at Sitara's Love. Sitara's with apostrophe S and love. Have a great day or night or midday.